What is going on, guys? Today we are back with a brand new video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Murloc Warlock. If we take a look at the stats over at HS Replay, we can see that Murloc Warlock is currently a tier 2 deck in Diamond. It's holding a just under 52% win rate. It looks like a really great cheap deck for you guys to climb the ranks with. So if we take a look at the deck list, we've got the Murloc Tidecaller and the Rock Bottom as your kind of key 1-drops. We've got the Scavenger that adds a Sunken Scavenger to the bottom of your deck, and then that card gives once you play it, your minions get +1/+1, so it's a great way to buff up pretty much your whole deck. We've got Amalgam with the Discover mechanic. He's basically in every Murloc deck these days. We have the Ravager for a bit of card draw, and then we have mercenaries such as Gigafin and Sir Finley to maybe help you look for those threats that can help you end the game. If we take a look at the mulligan guide for this deck, we've got the Blood Scent and the Tidecaller, and the Scavenger is kind of your key cards for the mulligan win rate. Lushwater Scout has a very big mulligan win rate, but it's only kept like 50% of the time, so maybe if you're on the coin, it could be like a really good keep. Rock Bottom, also a brand new card that's performing really well in this deck. The Dredge is really good too. In case you don't have a 2-drop, you can dredge and hopefully find something to kind of round out your curve, which is really good. Ravager I would never keep on the mulligan, but it's a really good card to replenish your hand and get through your deck. Chum Bucket for me is probably the key card in this deck. If you have a really strong early board that you can use to buff up your minions, it's really strong. Even just getting 1 or 2 minions buffed with, say you have 5 minions on the board and then you play Chum Bucket and it only hits 2 minions, sometimes I can win you the game against certain decks. So this one, it's very dependent on your kind of opening hand. If you have lots of early minions that you can get on the board and stick on the board, it could be a really good keep in the mulligan. Moving on to the deck list that I used during the games, this is it here. 2 noticeable additions that I added were Lady Presta, just because it can kind of win you games if you're struggling to kind of find, if you don't hit the Ravengers. A Lady Presta is really good to kind of just play off the top of your deck, and then with the Warlock hero power you can draw through those dragons pretty quickly, but it is a bit high rolly. Sometimes you get really good dragon and then other times you don't. If this Ravager changes into a 5-mana 4/3 with no real effect, it's not, the best thing in the world. So Lady Presta can definitely be added in or out depending on how you want to play this deck. I also added Mutanus because I don't actually have Gigafin in my collection, and I didn't really want to craft him this close to the new expansion. So that's kind of just me adding him in. If you definitely have Gigafin, I'd put him in. But yeah, I didn't. So that's why he's not in it. But all in all, Murloc Warlock is a great deck to help you climb the ranks with. The list over at HS Replay that we were looking at before comes in at just 2,000 dust as a cost. So it's really cheap and a really good alternative if you want a cheap deck to climb with. I've got some games for you guys to watch. The first game is an absolutely massive high roll, so I think it only goes for like 2 minutes. It really shows the aggressive power of this deck. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see from my videos in the future. I'm going to throw up a little bit of different content this week. I've really been enjoying Teamfight Tactics, which is another kind of strategy game, so I might throw a few videos on that up. And then the new expansion is August 6th, so we're only about 3 weeks away now. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe and smash the like button. Links to all my socials will be down in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Light makes right.
Let's have some fun!
play Lady Presta.
I see you brought guests.
Would be good. Nice and aggressive. Pretty much play aggressive until 6. We'll probably use Presta and change our minions into dragons. Just gonna go super aggressive. Has to use something.
Light cannot exist without
There you go. And 5 win against the priest. Easy.
Nemzi versus Phelan. I will go forward at any cost.
Let's have some fun.
I think I just mulligan away all these to get 1 or 2 cost Murloc, especially since I'm going first as well.
I see you brought guests.
I think this might be Press the Druid. But I could be wrong. Could be Celestial. Double post. That and help my war leader survive. And next turn we can probably play this. Now that both the posts have been removed.
Please don't burst my bubble.
Actually, I'm probably gonna play this, because then I can control the board a bit better. Pretty simple trade there. You just trade the 2 in and then traded with the Cold Light Seer onto the Trog. Yeah, the lowest attack. So we're getting to roughly rest the Druid level. Play this. And that way we can load up our hand a bit. And probably go base. And then might just hold on to that in case he board clears and we need to proc something.
Show these mortals your true
There's Presta. Definitely play the Sunken Scavenger. And then I think we'll play the Amalgam. Then we'll play the Tiny Fin. That gives us a decent board. Then we can serve Finley. Next turn. All my Murlocs have been buffed now.
born anew. And the cycle of life is born anew. Who's up for an adventure? But of course.
I'm gonna attack into that, I would say. I think I've done enough. I just don't think he can deal with the 10 and the 11. He's dredging already. That's a pretty good sign. Assume he's gonna board clear. He has something to board clear. He clears this. I have one more refill in my hand. Put these two Murlocs and then the amalgam. It's alright actually, that probably helps me more than him. Now, yeah, they'll survive the ban.
A good explorer comes prepared.
And you can't even kill the Baron. So he needs to heal. Otherwise I can just hero power him next turn.
I shall stand.
Yeah. Well played.
Nemzi versus Rexa. My fang and claw.
Let's have some fun.
Ah, I see you've brought guests. Job's done.
Spell hunt. I feel like this is a pretty good matchup for the Spell Hunter. I feel like I gotta kill him pretty quickly. Before he can kind of get ahead of him. It's gonna be so annoying. That is a explosive trap, which I'm pretty sure it is. It's freezing. It's really good. He can spend 2 mana. 7. Untied caller. the ice trap. The other ice trap. I'll go this, and there's the freezing. Play that. You shouldn't have any more board clears than that. I've got War Leader next, so. And if I can't kill him with this board, I think I'm done.
Pick me!
Now we can tracking. Three, which is decent. I think I've won. Just. See, I had to play like super aggro. He was just starting to kind of work in and get his hero. So